What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. What it do, what it do, LaLa gang. What it do, LaLa gang. I hope everybody out there is doing good, great, blessed and staying productive. I'm doing good, great, blessed and staying productive. Can we all say happy Thursday? Okay, this old hurrah, okay, want to come back in a short, okay, and I say save face, try to save her ass, okay, better yet, okay, I always think she clicking and the clacking, telling people to mind they thought. Who in the hell is this, okay, I come a D, slow, telling anybody to mind they thoughts, okay, knowing at the end of the day, this hoe didn't text that out trying to put it in all caps. Bitch, you're not that bright. You're not that intelligent. You're not that independent. You're not that educated. You're not that sophisticated. You're not that driven. You're not that motivated. You're not aware. You're not, what else should I say? Bitch, you ain't, okay? You that one that you was talking about in Walmart need that HD. I wish y'all can show me the direction of where they are giving HD, okay, checks. This hoe said they serving HD checks. And then that's where you say slow ass I come a D. What the hell they doing that at, okay? It's always got to be a mud, okay? Trying to say something slick. And then it don't be adding up at the end of the day, I would say. It's gonna be real short, real sweet, you know what I'm saying? Great and a fucking bon appetit, I would say. Just in case if you did not catch my last upload, there's a thumbnail. Y'all go over and check it out. Also, while I'm talking about that, let me just, you know what I'm saying, put a few little seconds or about a minute into my LaLa gang. The ones that has been here riding with me since Healthy Hips or Healthy Trash Bag, Olivia, you know, all of them. And still with me now, okay? The ones that's in the bushes, okay, getting scratched up by all the little leaves and sticks and debris and all that shit that's coming out just to give me my flowers, okay? I would say flowers of appreciation, or I would even say motivation, of congratulations, of it's LaLa. Continue to do your thing. I just want to send y'all, I just want to say thank you to all of y'all, okay? I really, really appreciate it, okay? Because y'all, I've been going in, okay? I've been talking. I've been doing this, okay? I've been on. Okay, and it say it didn't even start here. Okay, if you go back to JJ, where's Hefty Hips at right today? Okay, how many kids within her household had to suffer due to him, and not only him, but to her as well? And then you say, where you at now, who? Then we also go over to Olivia. Okay, all the shit that she was putting out. Okay, just doing the most, and know we have all these little eyes in the background that is watching and all these things, and we talked about it, and we were saying Gerard needs to get his kids. What was the outcome? Okay, snatched, gone, knowing at the end of the day of everything that people have been saying, she just don't have that as a mother at all, okay? And she's struggling with the two that she have right now, okay? And then also seeing her as a situation of you let a random or anybody come in and they are able to have straight contact, okay, with the innocents to start telling them what to do this, do that, and not only that, just in me being in need of a man, you could put your hands wherever you want to put your hands, and it's not okay. I've been doing this shit. I've been. Okay, so if you just now stepping in and saying, why is she? Bitch, I've been doing this. Okay, I've been talking about low down, okay, dirty breeders, okay, and I say breeders because all they doing is breeding, okay, making litters, but at the end of the day, knowing I'm not qualified, not trying to be qualified, not go back in to somewhere in there, try to be recertified to actually get the shit right. It's fucked on every end. And for you to say, mind your thoughts. See, I can't listen to a slow hoe telling me to mind my thoughts or anybody else to mind their thoughts when at the end of the day you wasn't minding no fucking thoughts when you was making all these kids that you continue to come on, okay, and devalue, deprive, okay, with your slick shit. Not only that, treat different, and not only that, just saying, you should have mind your thoughts before you picked who you picked. Before you let slide in who you had sliding in. Think you gonna get the grand at the end. And now the only thing you have is a whole bunch of kids that suffer due to the neglect of yeah and hey ho. Okay? Two fucking lousy ass, mutt ass breeders. Okay? And I said that and I stamped that on that. Okay, and I just want to say to my LaLa gang in full, okay, and I don't care if your arm is tired. Stretch that hoe. Pat yourself on the back for just doing what you do, okay? And for everybody that just, you know what I'm saying, he giving me the good words. The good words that motivated me to say, you know what? Keep going, LaLa. Keep hitting this hoe. Keep standing 10 toes down on this hoe. And that's what I'm going to give, okay? I don't care who like it. You don't like it, you ain't got to watch it, okay? You ain't got to click on it. You ain't got to comment. You ain't got it. If you don't like it, because I'm going to continue to do it, okay? Because then it's where it's like, at the end, it's all for a reason. And not only all for a reason, but it's always a broke, stagnant, ain't got shit, ass, having in the background, okay, and knowing somewhere in there they coming for my top, and with them coming for my top, let me throw this out here. Let me throw this out here because they think they know everything. No, it ain't think they know everything. It's the everything that everybody already know, okay? But you so slow within their hole, you just don't get it, okay? To be able to know that we catch on to everything, I would say on this day. So anyways, y'all, thank y'all all in the whole, okay, so much. I appreciate it. For recognizing what I give and do, okay, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah. All right, so if you are new here and you're wondering who I'm talking about the breeder and her shenanigans that she served on the YouTube streets. I'm talking about her serving different, okay, serving different to a kid, okay, and I'm gonna allow this to stand out. Serving different to a kid because he may not seem the same as the rest, or he might just be a little, you know what I'm saying, unique in his own fucking way. A lot of people can't stand unique because then they say, if you ain't speaking like me, if you ain't giving like me, oh, I know. It's not being slow. It's not being stupid. It's not being none of that. But what I do know is at the end of the day, it don't take long, Cole. It don't take long to go to the dollar store and get a box of cake mix in a container of frosting and bake and frost that cake up. You understand? But what I'm going to do is serve the excuse, okay? Serve the excuse of that the cake lady all of a sudden is missing, okay? Not only that, I get my cakes from Piggly Wiggly, and somewhere in there with me receiving and getting my cakes from Piggly Wiggly, they not up to the same value as Walmart cakes. Somebody said, this hoe act like she going to a bakery. That's what I thought too, ho. But see, when I sit here and I know that I am flawed, not only flawed, but as they said in her comment section, she is pitiful as fuck. But then I'll take that back, because then where you say pity, oh, it's deeper than that. It's so deeper than that. This hoe is not only pity, but she greedy. And not only greedy, but she is selfish in the worst way possible. And then I put it out here and push it out here, and then I want people to mind they fucking thoughts. Yeah, oh, yeah, oh.
So I'm at the Walmart picking up a large birthday gift early, and of course I got this for my window to do my videos on right here. Yes, must need. But anyways, I got the birthday gift. Everybody want a Samsung, so he got a Samsung right here, total wireless, and he want a Roblox card, and that's all he has for his birthday, and that's what I got for him.
But what have you done for your kids lately? Can you allow anybody to know? Because then that's where I say, when I come on and I say what I say, and the next reactor come on and say what they say of what they done seen and you to put out here, so-called, of your journey of what you should be doing, but what you not doing. Then that's where I say, in your own words, in your own videos, what have you done for your kids lately? What have you done for your kids lately to go against the grain of everything that the reactors is actually on here talking and speaking about, to allow you, okay, to come back in a full short to show, yes, I did buy the ONN, okay, for my phone. But look, I also got him a, everybody want a Samsung Total. But at the end of the day, it's just a track phone. So you don't even have to say Samsung, whatever it is, okay? It's the same cheap ass shit that you continue to buy the kids that allows a lot of people to say, why are you continuing to buy these phones? Because you know what? It's cheap as fuck. You know what? Where's the Roblox card? Because then that's where I say, if I'm going to show the phone, I'm going to also slap them with the Roblox card. But then the thing about it is, we still waiting for the cake. I care less about the track phone. I care less about the Roblox card. Not only that, I as in me, okay, of it's LaLa, okay, big lip, big mouth. I'm still waiting for acknowledgement of him on his day with, just a picture or a collage of a short little video of this boom, boom, boom. Acknowledging him of him turning 10, because then that's where I say, last year he didn't get acknowledged as shit. I mean, he came on standing in front of Dollar General, but y'all knew, okay, you and Lil Sneeze, that he can barely utter the words of saying happy birthday. But then we stop and we put that shit on pause, and then we go back to the video of where this hoe talking about she had to, at 12 a.m. present him, okay, with his gifts and stuff, letting him know that it's his birthday. And then you say, wait a minute, hold on. Because any kid, a big kid of his age, one thing they won't forget is their birthday. One thing they do know is their birthday. You know why? Because that shit, it resembles, you understand? It resembles Christmas. You know why? Because it's a grand day. It's a day that I receive something. And then that's where you say, how do you have to address him to allow him to acknowledge his birthday, and he don't even know that shit? You know why he don't know that shit? Because if they don't know that shit, they won't be asking for shit. And not only won't they be asking for shit, they won't be expecting certain things just in case if she was not to get it. Maybe I'll tell them the day after if I got the coins or not. But I acknowledged him and I greeted him with his, his phone and his Roblox, and he just went to what? What was that, who? He went to Bliss. He went to, what was it? You came on with Aisha. You made sure you showed everything. You also allow Aisha to, see the shit on camera. If this is what I gave for Aisha, if this is what I gave for Kaya, if this is what I gave for Leah, I definitely be doing it for Elijah too. But the thing about it is, you try to keep him pushed out the way, because see what he give, you don't value. You don't value or treat him with value because of who he is. Okay. So then that's where I say, what have you done for your kids lately? Other than waiting on the government, okay, to present food day. Present food day for yourself and whoever else, but surely not for the kids. It's supposed to be for them, but you don't present it as it's for them. But what I will do in the video is say, I got a list for Aisha, a list for Leah. Okay, so then that's where it's like, the list should go on. You should have a list for Elijah. You should have a list for Kaya. You should have a list for everybody, right? Isaiah. See, and then you say, mind your thoughts. But then I say, no. See, that's what y'all think. Y'all come on to an open platform that's worldwide to anybody that wants to watch, and y'all want people to mind their fucking thoughts. That's not what the platform is for, okay? I'm not going to mind my thoughts when you putting all these crazy thoughts in my head, okay, of treating, okay, a 10-year-old like an outcast, not teaching him what he needs to know, playing on his top like he's slow and stupid. You know, the same shit that Hey-Ho, okay, is doing over there on another social media corner, okay, because all y'all tricks do is play on the fucking corner with the kids, okay, and when the people start really calling y'all ass out for what y'all giving with the kids, then, you know, you want to try to turn, you can't manipulate us. So one thing about it, you might be able to manipulate your young adults, but you won't be able to manipulate a grown-ass female, a grown-ass man that's on their shit and about their shit when it comes to the kids. I'm not going to come out here complaining about having my kids 24/7, okay? But when we was laying down and we was producing and having, guess what? I felt like I was in heaven, right? You felt like you was just, yeah, but now you are feeling the pressure of what it feels like of leaving a situation by choice, and you can't handle it. You can't handle it because then you say if the government ain't providing what the kids actually need, that they actually don't fucking receive, bitch, you can't do it, can you? Because then that's where it's like, these kids will be eating cereal and milk for a lifetime. So why is it that you want people to mind their thoughts? Why is it that you want to put the other half of the short out, okay? Because I want to see what type of reaction I get in return. That's from the first one. I done went and bought a ONN for my vehicle, you know, for the content creators.
Hey yo, welcome to the channel. I just installed my ONN, my little drive, windows, dash thing, and I got it on iPhone. You can see everything. It looks good and clear, don't it? Get y'all one at Walmart for $8 for the content creators.
Bitch, where are you creating? Okay, where are you creating? You mopping, you out here mopping the floor with a dirty mop, okay, not cleaning absolutely nothing, and then you will question the folks and say, how does your mop get that dirty? How does your mop get that dirty? Like you've been rolling that hoe around in mud all damn day, and you want to take that back and transfer it to your floor. How is it that you got the tables pushed up to the refrigerator door, but then that's where you say, this is the shit that I show, but I want everybody to mind their thoughts? Allow me to know. Because then that's where it's like, last time I checked, you was the one on here explaining, okay? You the one on here explaining about the birthday cake and the missing lady, and not only that, well, I'm thinking about making him a cake. Well, bitch, I would think if that was your thought, if that was your good intentions, okay, your good intentions as being a so-called doing my best or doing what I got to do, not only will I present it, but I would have had it all planned out ahead of time. I wouldn't be coming on that day talking about what I might do. Shit should already been planned out. You know, like you was trying to plan your shit out accordingly. Okay, but somewhere in there, shit didn't work for you, bitch. I'm thinking about going down here to the casino and flipping some money and this and that. How can you do it when you say, open the door and look at your household. Open the door and look at your kids. Open the door and say, where they haircuts and stuff at? How can I think about going anywhere to throw some money out or on the table that I don't have? But then you say, people mind your thoughts, but this is the view that you want to give in every social media street possible. But every time we see it, we say infamous but want to be famous, but every time we look at her, the whole get broken down more and more. Okay, and y'all catch it. Okay, she wants y'all to fall into space, okay, of being dumb and delusional like her, falling for everything that she gives. Because you know what, no or not, I told him that I might go in there and bake a cake. I came on and I showed them. I got him the phone and Lord knows what else. Okay, now we can move past this and let's move to what's next. Now, I ain't gonna never move past it. And then that's where he say, it's a lot of more people ain't gonna move past it neither, because you know what? They still talking about last year. They still talking about where his cake at. They still talking about, yeah, you said you was gonna make it happen and ain't nothing actually happened. And now this year you want to blame it on the cake lady when they have so many stores where you can get a cake from. Better yet, if it's hard to do that, one thing you will do is bake that hoe yourself. I be the best Betty Crocker Pillsbury, okay? I mean that there is. Because one thing when it comes to kids who probably something that you actually don't know, it's actually the thought that counts. The kid actually appreciates anything of just being acknowledged, allowing to be in a different position on a different day, but you don't give them that, right? You didn't even make a certain meal. Still waiting, 6-count nugget. Oh, he ain't gonna really eat it. Why would he not eat it? Why would he not eat it? And then you say, if he really not going to eat it whole, why not take him somewhere where he will eat, where he will enjoy? Because this is something grand to allow you to feel greater than you ever feel on your day. That's what you want the kids to feel. I want you to be happy, okay? I want you to be able to say, thank you. Or I want you to be able to say, it's my birthday. No fucks, okay? Not only do she treat the girls like crap, but boy, the boys, only except for, Aisha and, Taquan. And, when I need to put one of my shining stars or terrific kids on the spot, then, we have Isaiah. But this is the same one, okay, of your terrific kid that you was out with. Okay, and he told you he had to go to the bathroom, and you refused to allow him to go to the bathroom. You refused to take him, going to McDonald's because he needed to go. Okay, the next thing I know, he trying to go outside because I gotta go. This is your terrific kid, okay? This is your smart one that you actually doing like this. You know why? Because I'm too scared. I'm too scared to maneuver. I'm too scared to walk anywhere where, the attention might be on me. I might run into somebody that ain't the life to have. Then that's where it's like somewhere in there, you could say famous all day, but you ain't ready for it because you ain't ready for the heat that you can actually receive in return. It's a lot of people just want to fold you like a wing hoe. It's not that your ass ain't already folded like that, but all the shit that you have put upon these children, it is sad. Tell her, put Leah on camera. Better her look a mess. Nobody doing nothing about it. But I come on and say, Leah, 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 Leah. What did you do to Leah? What are you trying to cover up? What are you trying to, smooth over? Smoothing over, I probably just, took that kid's meal from that terrific kid. If I had to smell myself every day, I think I just would. Okay, I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know what value you want people to see of you. None whatsoever. What value? Breeding ass. I done took it down to just say a mutt. Y'all know what mutts give, okay? They can't be tamed. They can't be nothing, okay? They got so much shit rolling in their DNA. You just say, I'm done with that. Okay, I'm just saying. Kids don't want for nothing, okay? Kids is spoiled on their birthday because I'm going to go get them a track phone every birthday. Every birthday is a track phone. I read a comment, somebody said, what happened to the iPhones? What y'all think happened to the iPhones? What y'all think happened to the bikes? The bikes, okay, that could have went to somebody else because all she gonna do is try to make a transaction out of anything that she feel like is worth something, okay, that the kids have. And that's why they are stuck with absolutely not a nothing. Where is the iPhones? Oh, you probably took them in or put them in. Everything is a money transaction. And then the kids don't have it. Then she'll come back and say what's broke. And, oh, they did this. They tried to flush it down the toilet. It's just lies on top of lies. The excuses is strict, just like the cake lady. I mean, bitch, if I'm going to Piggly Wiggly, don't you think I probably get a fresher cake at Walmart? Not only a fresher cake at Walmart, you got somebody say they out there in something. You can go right to Publix and get a good, great, and good cake. But if the intentions is not there, then guess what? I'm a maneuver off of my intentions, and my intentions, I have none whatsoever. It's another sinking day. It's another no cake day. It's another day of not acknowledging Elijah. Okay. Then you say, bitch, if you want to be hard on anybody, be hard on yourself. You know why? Because you are the one that created him. You and Hey-Ho. Both of y'all breeders came together and this is what you produce. So if it's something that you don't like, be mad at yourself. Okay, that's what I would say. Don't be mad at him. Okay, it's well confirmed that you ain't teaching your kids nothing. You know how we teach our kids their birthdays, but at the end of the day, teaching them their birthdays, they're going to catch on. You know why they're going to catch on? Because every year they're celebrated from being one, but not only being one, because now, as you see on social media, they celebrating the baby at 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 4 month, 5 months, 6 months, 7 month, 8 month. I mean, it goes on. That sticks with them. They learn it. They get it. She ain't doing that shit. She ain't teaching science shit. Okay? But as soon as you call her out, oh, she want to come, or look at this. No. Okay? I ain't gonna mind my thoughts. Okay? Because this is the shit that you are putting out here. Okay? It's different. It ain't right. And we done seen too much of Elijah. And then you say, you know what really burned it? When you send him to school in that dirty ass hoodie, okay? And you knew that shit was dirty. You knew what he went out the door in, but then you came back and tried to clear it up like, oh, he didn't leave out in that. He didn't. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be a piss poor sorry ass breeder neither. But that's just your title and ain't no way around it. Okay, the actions that you put behind your kids, it allows us to see what you actually really give, because then as we say, at the end of the day, all we got to do is look at your young adults, okay? Your young adults that had all these years, okay, to battle the things that you apply upon them, and then that's where it say, it's sad. The only thing now you can give and do right now is make titles and edit videos for you. But then you say, what do you have up under your belt? Absolutely fucking nothing. Y'all quick to say, mind your thoughts. Then that's why I say it again, social media must not be a place for you, because you always got to try to tell somebody mind their thoughts. They don't have to mind their thoughts. When you watching a movie or a TV show, one thing about it is they want your review on it. These hoes think you supposed to throw flowers, okay, every time. Okay, throw roses. But they ain't never supposed to smell the shit that they are serving. No, I'm not going to mind my thoughts. Because somewhere in there, when I read it, I was like, oh, hold on, okay? Who you directing it at? Because you already know, I be that right one to come back, clap back on that ass, okay? Honestly, okay? If you trying to send shit directly, indirectly, curve that hoe, I mean, turn around and want to play Pop Goes the Weasel or Peekaboo with that hoe, I be the right one to come on back and say, you know what, I'm not going to mind my thoughts. Better yet, I'm going to ask you, what are you really doing for your kids? Huh? How long does it take to get a box of cake mix and some frosting from your favorite store, Dollar Tree, and make it happen for Elijah? Yet again, you talking about your boys. They really don't eat cake. We ain't asked you all that, okay? We saying where the cake at, ho? Where the cake? Because what you said is this is what you provide for your kids all the time. And your last excuse, the last time, y'all remember that time that she didn't celebrate his birthday, talking about it rolled around and it fell on Friday the 13th. Oh, wow. Any excuse I can pull out the bag, I'ma pull it. How famous do you feel? How famous do you feel throwing up another track phone box? Another track phone. This is what he wanted. So then that's where you say all your kids have different personalities, different mindsets, but somewhere in there, when it comes to gifts, they all want the same damn thing. It don't make sense to me, okay? Not at all. But, as I always say, this is something that she wants her kids to have, because then she wants her kids to view her videos. Not only view her videos, put some likes and all those different things on her videos. This is what you call a broco, okay? Pitiful. Yeah, pitiful there is. Have y'all ever seen anybody maneuver in the streets like she do? I would say. Lies on top of more lies, and then we gonna butter it up with a lot of excuses, okay? Not only that, okay, let's talk about the bookies. The bookies that sit here and condone this, okay? Talk about that. I know y'all feel so stupid at the end, okay? Because y'all want to provide for a grown woman, okay? Grown woman. But at the end of the day, this same grown woman that y'all want to provide for don't find, okay, time or interest in providing for her kids. Yeah, how y'all feel about that one? Y'all let me know, okay? How is it that I'm going to provide and make sure you have, you know, the things that you have, but this same individual don't do the same for her kids? It's fuck the kids. Not only that, when we look over there at Hey Ho ain't doing it either. Okay? No acknowledgement, no bonding, no nothing. How y'all feel about that? Then this I want to say, mind your thoughts. These kids don't even know their birthday, ho. They don't know their birthday, and I'm pretty sure they probably don't know Christmas. You know why? Because ain't nothing grand happening on those days. And the only reason the little shit right here that she think that is grand and my kids don't want for nothing is only because she on social media, and only because she on social media. And you know the people gonna talk, right? That's the only reason why. But if this hoe was not on social media, y'all already know. These kids ain't serving a birthday. Just like Sa. Sa didn't know nothing about a birthday, didn't know nothing. Just came back throwing stuff. Y'all don't even hype y'all kids up to say, hey, your birthday is coming. Your birthday is tomorrow. Kids don't know nothing. So she's saying that's all that he wanted. So that's all that I got for him. Okay, listen up. So you only get what they want, but you don't throw no add-ins in. I'm just saying. Cause see, you that same one want to be that kid again, okay? And since I want to be a kid again, I'm snatching the childhood of everybody. You that same one, okay, that want to be that young adult again, okay? Kids free, rolling around, riding around with a homegirl or a ride or die. So then that's where you say you try to snatch that shit from Naya. Okay. And then that's where she run on another social media page and she give that same thing that she gives every few months. Okay. the world and how she feeling. And that's where it's like crash out to get out. Okay. Because you can only sing the same song over and over again so people don't even acknowledge the post, even see the post. They just stroll and say, oh, there the hell go again. She's back on it. Just saying. I think I'd be mindful of the things that I say and mindful of the things that I post and mindful of how I treat my kids. Neglect is real. Propping food is real. Just in case my caseworker come, they eating, but in real reality, that ain't what that hoe giving for real. Okay? Anything out of the ordinary that she is giving, we already know that hoe trying to cover something up. Okay? Master manipulator, everything she give and do. But knowing that I can manipulate my children, but you can't manipulate the YouTube streets, Instagram, what should I say? TikTokers. Okay, you can't do it. Birthday wasn't good enough for me. Ain't no birthday good enough for me. Okay? You can't sit here and get one more than what you got the other, okay? Because A-Shay's looked a little different. A-Shay got a phone, got a little keyboard. A-Shay got something else, you know what I'm saying? Then when it comes to Elijah, it's so quiet, it's so crickets, it's so, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. You know, if you're going to acknowledge, okay? Acknowledge him. Put him on the camera opening his phone and everything else. I'm just saying. Okay, breeder, you want us to mind our thoughts. So I'm going to give you every thought that's running off the top of my head. I'm just saying, mind your thoughts. But you didn't have to come on here telling us, you know what I'm saying, Leah is going blind, or she is blind, and if she get hit again, she'll be fully blind. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to run it back. I'm not going to run it back to make sure I run her to a specialist. You know, it's certain things like that. I'm not going to come on her and make it seem like Sasa is doing good and she great and potty training and this and that, and Sa ain't doing absolutely not or nothing. I'm not going to come on her and make it seem like, oh, when my kids is presenting and they going to school, they don't have holy clothes or big clothes and this and that. And then when you see them, you say, yeah, or what's up with that? I'm just saying, okay? You'll be surprised by the things that she gives, okay? And this bitch want a grand day for her birthday. I'm so glad everything that you wanted or tried to do, it didn't happen. Okay, and then I would say you should be paying close attention, to the government, okay, and what they giving, and making sure you receive what you receive for next month. I would say on this day, okay, you better be storing the food and putting a little money away, because you know what, seem like, yep, something else gonna hit you hard if you ain't paying attention to it. But then that's where you say it shouldn't affect you or bother you, because then we don't want to hear you come on talking about the prices and what you don't have and need somebody to donate and send you something, because you should already be equipped and prepared for it. You understand? You understand? It's a part of that life of being INFAMOUS instead of being FAMOUS. Okay? Ain't nobody gonna tell me to mind my thoughts. Okay? Even if you sending it my way to another reactor, however. No. You get mad because we so many steps ahead of you. Bitch, you still back there dragging your feet, okay? Like you dragging your parenting. You dragging that shit so bad, man, can't even find it. I'm just saying. They talking about a cake, they talking about Elijah. Let me show them this short. And then say, mind your thoughts. Y'all think y'all know everything, yep. Everything is what we fucking know. Reword that shit right and correctly, because everything is what we know. And what we know is what you come back on to try to clear up. Erase and try to display it again. You know why? Because I'm in the background and I'm feeling some type of way. Yeah. I'm just saying. Right along, okay? Still waiting on Isaiah to go enjoy his terrific kids meal. You know, I'm just saying. As I've been said, I hope you didn't devour that shit, because it wasn't for you. But you are the type to continue to shit on your kids and snatch the good things that they want to enjoy or should have. Then that's where I go back to the electronics of why they don't have shit. That's why I go back to when she couldn't find a Fashion Nova for Leah. Because I'm going to hide that shit, because guess what? I ain't got nothing good for me. I ain't never known a breeder that rather step out, look good, and have my kids over here looking like who they belong to, where do they belong, and why. And that goes for you and hey ho. You don't want to talk about, oh, these daddies on the internet. What about them? They ain't got to be on the internet, ho, because that's real life for your ass, I would say. It's sad to come out here and say, damn, Elijah didn't get what he really deserved for his birthday. Instead, that hoe try to sweep it under the rug and then come on and make excuses for it. The cake would have been baked. The cake would have been baked before it was the day. Not only that, the cake would have been baked so I can come on and show the biggest flex there is I celebrated his birthday. Your boys really don't like cake, but why did you go out and make sure last year you got a cake for Papa and Aisha? I call them your two fucking favorites. And not only that, but then we'll throw Isaiah in there because he's smart. Okay, that's the only one that you can actually pull out the bag and present, because the smartness is real. Okay. But then the ones that I feel that ain't too bright, that I come on and I talk about or I think slight about, I push them away and keep them in the background, or I come on and give them just about a 5-second clip, because then that's where he's like, he likes to work one-on-one with me. Bitch, when are you working one-on-one? Ho, you're not even working on your job for real as you should one-on-one. Okay, I'm just saying. One thing I don't like is when you have somebody that's struggling with something, okay, from mental, from whatever it is, and you want to treat them different. You want to spit in their face. You want to play on them like they ain't got it together. You've been doing him like that for a long time, ho. For a long time, okay? What is it about Eli? What is it? And I don't blame him talking the way he talked to you. I don't blame him doing the things that he do. Because then I go back to the video where you was eating the noodles in the vehicle. You didn't let him finish talking. You didn't let him get out everything he was saying. So you start hollering and yelling, and I mean, you don't have the patience and the time to actually hear him out. And you say hear him out because it's going to take him a little longer depending the moment and the time of what he's trying to say and speak. Yeah, well, sometimes we say mind our thoughts, but I don't know about mind your thoughts. I can't go get a cake for my young adult, okay, but sleep on the cake for my one that is turning 9. For the one that you say, oh, he really don't eat. He really don't. Well, if he don't, why did he ask if the fucking cake was for me? And you said no. I'm going to get yours, da-da-da. He never seen it, okay? Not only that, you said you was going to make it up, but damn, you never made it up. I'm just saying. I hope all this allow you to feel sour. Sour is being a breeder. I don't care how many lives you come on and you putting a slop together like you really whipping it up for your kids. Bitch, this is a sad story. Your whole supposed to be journey is sad. Not only sad, but it's one piss poor situation that you want to display for everybody to see. Like this is some normal reality. I know you go through and I know that you might struggle and it may be hard with having kids. But as one person said in the comment section, bitch, you don't complain about it. You allow and you make it happen and you do what you gotta do. Okay? And then that's where I say at the end of the day, sometimes, you just need to be mindful of your thoughts, okay? Mindful of the things that you posting. Mindful of the things that you say. Because somewhere in there, it's always going to come back and bite you back. You understand? Yeah, I mean. But then she'll come and say, on the other side of the screen, they can't. It ain't what they can't. You just know you can't. That's it. Okay, that what bothers you. You know you can't. Okay. So then where you and Lil Sneeze, okay, Lil Head Chew over there want to come together and make a title happen, y'all need to be mindful. Be mindful of what y'all putting in the title and saying, because shit, y'all shit looks bad. Naya shit looks bad, okay? Naya, it looks bad. It really do. I'm sorry. It looks bad due to the breeder. I ain't got to tell my kid at 12 o'clock it's their birthday. I ain't got to tell them nothing about their birthday because they'll be knowing when their birthday is, you know? But these kids don't have nothing to look forward to. At all. Nothing. I would say, damn, the worst childhood there is. But then she'll come on like it's grand. Ain't shit grand about you. Ain't shit grand about what you giving in your kids. And ain't nothing grand about what you displaying. It's all sorry. Sorry on every end. Ain't nothing grand about what the hot chew is over there posting on Facebook, Instagram, wherever she at. Ain't nothing grand about it. Okay? Might as well kiss your life away. Okay? Because look at your mama. Look at your mammy. Okay? You're ride or die. That's your life. Okay? The only thing about it is you ain't had the kids yet. But woo, Lord be to Jesus once you start, okay? She's saying, it's funny how she can identify when Naya is talking to her fucking crazy and like a dog and this or that. But she can't identify when Naya, okay, can we talk about it? Talk to those kids just like that. She has nothing to say. She's quiet. But when she talks to you that way, you feel some type of way. You feel some type of way to utter certain things. But when it comes to your kids, where she should actually have boundaries on how she talks to them and what she gives, you don't have shit to say, right? And you know why, y'all? Because this is the same broad that looks at her kids as they are disgusting, okay? And it has been many a times where we have seen it. We have heard it. She looks at her kids as they smell. They can't be by me when I eat. They can't talk to me when I eat because actually, sexually looking at them, it makes me sick. So it's okay for anybody to dog them out, because at the end of the day, they actually deserve it, because in my eyes, they just dogs, okay? They can't never get nothing new, can't never get a new outfit, can't never get no new shoes, okay? We talking about these boys here. When was the last time you splurged or did anything for them? None whatsoever. I can't believe it. Shit, when it's a birthday, yeah, I can get you a phone. I can get you a Roblox card. And not only that, I can get you a few pieces of clothes, because somewhere in there, I know you need it. Not only that, I'm going to get you a haircut too, because I'm tired of you walking around looking the way that you do. But this is the same hoe that's telling the ones that she stay up in on their pages to mind their thoughts. Bitch, if the thoughts of the things that we are giving and doing, okay, is really minding your ass, why do you be checking for us, ho? Because you worried about what we gonna say on each and every video. I would say, broke down, dusty breeder. Yeah, ho. Anyways, y'all, that's it. That's all that I have for today's reaction video. And if y'all like today's reaction video, let's throw those thumbs up. And if you have not, I do ask that you do subscribe. Not only that, I do ask that y'all do share. The more you share, it shows how much you care. Not only that, let's not forget to leave our thoughts and opinions down below. Okay? Allow me to know what you think about this sick, delusional ass broad. Okay? One thing about it is, breeder, you could be stuck in delusion all day, every day, but everybody else ain't on that. As I said in my video yesterday, I call a fucking spade a spade, and it ain't no way around it. Okay? So if I see you as nothing but full force of neglect, I'm going to call it out just for what it is. If I see you showing favoritism or treating one different because you feel he might need to receive a HDHD check, I'm going to call it out for what it is. I ain't going to never mind my thoughts. Okay, I'm going to mind my thoughts and what you actually putting out here. And with what you actually putting out here, I'm allowed to others to tag along and actually see you for who you are and what you are giving. Man, I read a message, okay, one of my supporters sent me yesterday. It's crazy when you have someone say that everybody is speaking up for your children and the right of your children except for the fucking delusional head. Where's she at? Headless ass hoe. She gone. And with that being said, y'all, I want to say thank you to everybody that hypes its LaLa videos up. And not only that, I want to say thank you to my LaLa gang as a whole, okay? And with that being said, y'all already know I'll see y'all on the next reaction video. Peace.
Don't you know?